Good morning, good morning. It's the Last Minute Laura Show. Good morning, good morning. Hello. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another morning. Another beautiful morning, I might add. Monday, July 29th. It is 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm a few minutes late, but it's worthy of your patience because I took more pictures of the garden. I went outside and took more pictures of the garden. So we are going to be starting with a garden tour this morning, a photo tour that is, and then we are going to be getting into all of the cool stuff that I thrifted this weekend, as well as some really cool stuff that I found at our local garage sale. I also got some native plants, which is very cool. What else? Plants, garage sale finds, thrift store finds. Amazing full garden day yesterday. Yesterday was such a phenomenal day for me. I spent almost the whole day in the garden. I didn't leave the house, I don't think. No, I think I just stayed between the house and the garden. I would come inside to cool down, go back outside and work, sit in the shade to cool down, get back to work, come inside to cool down, and it was just like that. All day. It was a beautiful day, and I moved the garden all around. I made a list. I'm going to tell you all about it. I hope you had a good weekend. I'm going to just put the photos that I added. I just took a few more photos of the garden, and I want to show them to you. Jeez Louise. Sorry, I'm just waiting for a bunch of photos to finish, and then I can add a few more. All right. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now I can show you what has been going on in the garden. Also, don't forget to click the thumbs up button as you come in, okay? Helps the channel grow, and you're already here, so you might as well. Plus, we have such very good, beautiful things blooming right now that it's worthy of the thumbs up, if I do say so myself. Wait till you see the poppy that opened today. I took a picture of it yesterday, but it hadn't opened yet. Hold on, let me get it. So yesterday night, when I took a picture of it, it looked like this. It wasn't open. But today, you'll get to see in a minute. So let's start looking at some garden stuff. Oh, because that is something I can talk about for such a long amount of time. I just have to leave my Discord open on my... Okay, relax, dogs and cats. I'm just waiting for it to load on my phone. Take your sweet time, no worries, not in any sort of rush to look at these or anything. You know what it is. Oh, hello, Toblerone. How doing? Did you chase Peekaboo off? Yeah, he did. So, this weekend, in my town, in my neighborhood, there was a garage sale, and it's like a community event. It's like a block party and a garage sale and a community sale and I don't know. There was a lot of different stuff. There was a band playing. There were some. It was like low key, very low key, low energy, but we still enjoyed ourselves. Julia, Alistair, Elizabeth, Alex, and I went down to that garage sale, and we found some cool stuff. Alex bought a bike, which is awesome. Julia bought a plant pot, and she bought a pair of shoes for Alistair. What else did she buy? I think she bought a couple of stuffies. Oh, Alistair made a purchase, which was so fun. He's 3, so like a purchase, but he bought from another child. There was a kid selling his toys, like little not Tonka trucks, little, what are those little cars called? Peekaboo, what are you doing? Those little tiny cars, you know, the little Hot Wheels ones. Little Hot Wheels cars he was selling for 3 for 50 cents. I don't know why that number. Maybe the mom just let the kid choose the price. But he had like a Rubbermaid tote filled with little race cars. And Julia let Alistair pick 3, and then he paid the little boy for the 3 cars. It was so sweet. He's the cutest kid in the whole world. That was fun. Did we see any dogs? Yes, we saw a Chihuahua. We actually saw 2 Chihuahuas. Alex and I saw one that was probably 4 or 5 pounds, but it was a long-haired Chihuahua. So cute. And his name was Snowball, which... No, it wasn't. It was Polar Bear. It was Polar Bear. The dog's name was Polar Bear. Come here, Polar Bear. I mean, I call him Toblerone, so, like, people can call their animals whatever they want, but I felt like Polar Bear. So, and then we met that one was 12, and we met another 12-year-old Chihuahua, and I was like, can I just take your dogs home? They were all very cute. I love dogs. I love Chihuahuas specifically, but I love them all. So, then, let's start with Friday. What happened Friday? So, my whole family comes over Friday. Julia, husband, and the kids are all here. We have a barbecue, which is something that we do pretty often now that we have a barbecue. Did I tell you Alex fixed the lawnmower? Alex got a lawnmower that was literally in a dumpster, and he fixed it and upgraded it in whatever nerd ways he could. And now we have a functioning, good lawnmower. And Alex has been lawn mowing our alley, which is awesome. Very nice for our neighbors. Anyway, though, yesterday, or on Friday, after the kids and Julia and the family all left, I realized my backyard is not the best. It's not safe for kids, and it's not the best to not have to worry while the kids are walking around. So I made a list of what would need to happen to have the best backyard. So I made it the best backyard list. That's what I titled it. Number 1, remove all the poison ivy. 2, clean up the weeds. 3, throw out all big garbage. 4, put away things that are not garbage. 5, get everyone enough seating. 6, make a dedicated pee zone for Toby. 7, make more shade. 8, make more barriers / no-go zones. I had another idea for what I wanted out there. Shoot, I don't remember what it was. Anyway, geez Louise. I took everything that was in my garden and moved it away from my fences. I got all dressed up in protective gear, and I went outside and I pulled all of the poison ivy. I wore dish gloves that went up to my elbows, and then nitrile gloves on top of that. I was wearing a long sleeve shirt, long tights, and socks over my tights. Like, I was not going to get poison ivy, and I don't think I got it anywhere, which is awesome. So good. I pulled out so much poison ivy. Don't forget, poison ivy goes in a black garbage bag, not in a yard waste bag if you live in the city, because poison ivy is not something we want to compost. It's something we want to die. So pulled out all the poison ivy, and then because all the poison ivy was gone, and I didn't just pull out the poison ivy, let me tell you, I chopped it down. I got to the root areas, pulled as much of the root out as I could, and then took my shovel and just mashed at the root area until there was nothing plant material that I could get out of it. And then I took any dirt that was coming from their fence into our fence, and I leveled the whole area so that it's I'll go take a picture of it. Honestly, it's going to be so much easier to explain. Hold on. Just stay here one sec. Sorry, birds. I forgot to let you out. You want to come out? Come on. Good birds. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Okay. Just a sec. Oh, gosh. Let's try that again. Okay, now let me get the photos that I just took. There. Okay, so now I can show you what I'm talking about, because make more sense if I can just explain to you. Come on, you. You can do it, little telephone. Nearly there now. Just have to hold our breath together and hope that it all works out. By the way, don't forget to click the thumbs up button as you come in, guys. And also, hi, I'll just sit here chatting to myself all morning. It's fine. I have a lot to say. So, they're at like 20% downloaded. Come on. Where is everybody this morning? Also, I have a maiden hair feather vine. Maiden hair vine. I don't know what it's called. I keep forgetting what it's called, but look at the first flower bloomed. So cute, so tiny. Literally so tiny. And the vine itself is so tiny. It's so breakable and so small. So that's not ideal, but that's fine. We're just going to be cool with it. Okay, while we wait for these photos to download, let me just go through the garden, okay? Oh, let me just yawn my brains out this morning. I'm not even tired. I was up at 6. I've been up for hours already. 3.5 hours. Is it time for my first nap? Is that why I'm tired? JK. I'm still waiting for my photo to load. Please don't stop. Just keep loading. You can do it. It's not even an old phone. I don't know. I mean, it is, but... Okay. Croissant. Delightful. From Costco. Okay, so this is a... I don't know what nasturtium this is, if I'm honest with you. I don't remember which variety this one is. It's not the night variety because it's way too red. The night variety would be like a burgundy. It's not Bloody Mary. It's just a red nasturtium. But it's pretty. You can do it, little computer. Okay, and then my Malva Zebrina. Oh, I have tiny little zinnias that have started opening. I don't know if they're small because the plant is a baby or if they're small because... they're a small, variety. There are those little tiny ones, you know, the Thumbelina zinnias. This is not supposed to be these, but still. There's that poppy I was telling you about that has opened. Still loading here. You can do it. This is a Cosmo Rose Bonbon, I think is what it's called, or Pink Double Click. This is a beautiful Snapdragon. That is a color that I love. Pink yellow. That's the color I like. What color is that? It's pink yellow. Peekaboo. I'm not giving you that right now. More pink yellow. Gorgeous. Pink and yellow. Oh, it's like a sunset. It's like a watercolor sunset. So pretty. Get out of here. Go away from my croissant. This. Go away. Go away. Not right now, baby. Go. Go, go, go. Go on. Go. Thank you. This is a castor bean plant. Very cool. Very, pretty. Nothing exciting, just a pretty guy. This is the Amaranth Coral Fountain. Lovely. And back to the beginning. Do you see this?
What? Yeah?
That's all.
Mondays, am I right?
Case of the Mondays, am I right? You are right. We are going to be crocheting today, by the way. We're working on the sweater that we've been working on for a long time. We are going to be working on it. But I do want to talk about the garden, and I want to finish eating this croissant. Croissant. Delightful. It was better yesterday, but it's still good. Oh, I'm tired today now. I'm not tired. Wake up. So, I'm not giving you any Beelzebub. Do you see that bird right there? She wants some of my croissant. You can come over here for it. Come on. Yeah, come on. Come on, babies. Here, I'll put it right here for you. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, you can. Here, it's right here. All you gotta do is jump. No problem. Not you, Peekaboo. I didn't ask you to jump. Hi. You come on. Hi. All right. I'm nearly done. Then we'll look at the garden again. Even though it's just you and me talking to myself. It's fine. I know, I'm sorry, Pika. Not for you, baby girl. All right. Oops. Have you all sent now? Still trying. You can do it, little computer. Okay. What is it, baby? Morning, Deborah. I'm waiting for photos to load on my phone so I can show them to you. And it's taking so much longer than it usually does. Hi, Gary. And then we'll crochet after. It's gonna be garden, thrifting, crochet. Like garden thrift finds. I'll show you what I got. Here's a sneak peek. It's a giant pike. And the guy who caught it gave it to me. He caught it in 1990 though. But it's a real pike. Did I need a real pike as a taxidermy? No. No, I didn't. But you know, sometimes you just get taxidermy, okay? And that's what happened to me. Okay, so let me show you now. Hold on a sec. Here. So I ripped up all the poison ivy along this fence. This whole fence was covered in poison ivy. And then our deck is like coming apart. You can see here that it used to be covered in tile. I don't know who thought to put tile on top of a concrete thing. An indoor tile, first of all. So I just took the broken pieces of the tile and put them all along the side of the fence to keep the poison ivy from coming through the fence along the bottom. That one fell over, just ignore that. But no poison ivy here, unfortunately. This will be a continuous job because do you see the green between the fence? That's poison ivy. So it's going to require upkeep, but that's fine. I'm willing to do that now because I had this whole epiphany over the weekend of like, I'm waiting for my landlords to help. They won't because they don't care. I care. So I just did the work instead of being like, I shouldn't have to remove poison ivy. I'm not the owner of the house. That's expensive and time consuming. That's not my job. Instead, I just went, you know what? I'm using the backyard and I'm missing out on using the full backyard because I'm avoiding this poison ivy. So let's just not deal with it like that. So I removed all of it and it looks awesome now. So I created this little fence. It's obviously a temporary barrier because we rent. I'm not putting anything permanent. These bricks were already here. The whole griminess of this area was already here. So like it's grimy because it's an old grimy area. But the point is I put up the chicken wire fence barrier and see how it goes along this way up to the fence. It also goes around on the other side. That's to keep the skunks out because we have skunks. We are a skunk neighborhood here. Skunks everywhere. So now the skunks can't get into the backyard, and I blocked off that part of the backyard. It's easily movable for adults, but it'll keep the children out of there. And also I put plants to block off this area so they can't even access it anyway. They could if they would think to jump over these pots, but they won't because they're babies, which is great. So now that back area is clear. Good morning, Louisa. Nice to see you. Happy Monday. I was just starting to go through the pictures from the garden. So welcome and good morning. Let me check that the other ones have finished. Oh wait, I know they finished because I just showed one. So this here, what you are seeing is some sweet peas. And do you see behind the sweet peas, no poison ivy? Yeah, you're welcome. That is all wild violets behind it, but it's beautiful. And I've got a couple different colors of sweet peas and they all smell so good. And look at how pretty. And I also have celosia spicata. Can't remember which one this is called, but it's a celosia spicata. Oops, lost it. Oh, this is my one random strawberry blonde marigold. I say random because I did plant the seeds, but not really. I planted so many of this type of marigold seed, and none of them germinated, none of them survived. So I threw all the rest of my seeds outside because I was like, the seeds are obviously dead. If I start 24 seeds and 0 of them come up, the seeds are dead. Nope, one of them was alive. Just one. My beautiful white petunias. Gorgeous. Beautiful nasturtiums though. My nasturtiums are really coming into full bloom like this week. I think I'll be dealing with them. Did you start them all from seed? Yes, I did start them all from seed. The only things that I did not start from seed are my perennials and anything I purchased this year. Did I purchase any annuals this year? I purchased a salvia, but I'll show you it when we get to it. Yeah, 99% of it I started from seed. Though I would say 75% of those seeds started inside, and then 25% of the seeds I started, I just direct sowed outside. Like these nasturtiums, I did not start them inside. I put the seeds outside in March and then again in April. And they just do it on their own. These and the poppies are just very robust if you start them outside. This is a coleus that someone gave me that is finally starting to put on growth. Welcome and good morning. Another gorgeous nasturtium. This is the Moonlight nasturtium. I have Moonlight, Day and Night, Tip Top Alaskan Salmon, Cherry Rose, Bloody Mary. I have lots of varieties. I like having varieties. I like having many things. The only thing I don't like is orange. So I make an effort to avoid orange nasturtiums. Even though, of course, they're beautiful. It's just not what I want in my garden right now. This is another nasturtium that opened yesterday. Isn't that so pretty? I believe this one is called Peach Melba, but it also could be a different version because they're from saved seeds. But aren't they gorgeous? Love them. This zinnia is still doing everything for me. I think it's so pretty. I can take pictures of it every day. Do you see how the middle petals are starting to look yellow? That has got me thinking that this Creamy Blush Ruffles really might be one of the floret flower varieties. It might just be a ballerina zinnia that had been saved seeds from that then I saved seeds from. So it's like a granddaughter of ballerina zinnia, but it also, I don't know, the middle is starting to turn yellow. Do you see that? I'm really excited about this one. Coreopsis Early Sunrise, phenomenal, perfect color. Another red nasturtium. This one's a lot more separated. You can see the petals are like 5 separate entities. They don't look the same shape. These marigolds are, I think right now, these ones are my favorite. They're Naughty Marietta, but they are like old Naughty Marietta. So they've been crossbred accidentally, of course, with Jolly Jester and Burning Embers. So they've got kind of a little bit of a different growth habit or a little bit of different patterning than the actual Naughty Marietta. Naughty Marietta has like red just on the inner part of the petals. This one, it's like 50% red. Burning Embers is like 90% red with a yellow outline. Naughty Marietta is like 80% yellow with a red dot on the inside. So it's not quite Naughty Marietta, but that's what I had my seeds labeled as, and I just love her. I think she's so pretty. I love how the yellow outline goes around all the way to the bottom of the petal. So pretty. Looks like a cartoon flower. I don't even know why I took this picture. This is not very exciting. This is my beautiful pet onion. I don't know what it is, but I'm obsessed with this plant. And also, look, she's putting out a baby at the bottom. Do you see this right here? Hold on, right? Let me get it right up to the edge so I can virtually touch it. Do you see right here? That's another baby. I'm so excited. Down here is my mint. Back there are some sensitive ferns. There's another pink nasturtium. There's another malva behind there. Looking good. I moved everything and I like it all better now. Now it's perfect. I said to Alex, do you think it's perfect? Oh, he said, yep, probably. And I went, wrong answer. The answer is yes, it is perfect. It's finished. I finished my garden. This is from inside the shaded area. So I've got garden heliotrope, nasturtiums, some spicy globe basil, lots of sweet alyssum, more nasturtiums, some zinnias, and a bunch of snapdragons in here as well. Not doing everything yet. Also, this is the hammock garden area, so it's all my shade plants. My hostas and my ferns are all in this back corner. And then there's a hammock that hangs there. Cozy. We love a hammock. There's another angle of my shade area. Look at that, no poison ivy. So there's the fence where kids can't get past. And this whole side is usually unavailable. It's inaccessible usually, but I've unblocked it so that I can put more plants in this area because this area still gets sun. Like this petunia will get full afternoon sun. So for me, that means I should put plants there. So now I just have more room for plants. Also, this calendula is my favorite one of the year so far. This is the Indian Prince calendula. Isn't that nice? And look, my corn. Now I can show you my corn from the other side. Look at those corn's fingers. Aren't they pretty? This is a rainbow popcorn, which is going to be so fun. Okay, and now, moving right along, this is that Indian Prince calendula, and then we move into a shadier zone. So now I've got hostas and a lilac tree, and then more ferns and hostas and wild violets. And then then I'm hoping that the climbing plants will eventually climb up this. I don't really know now though. It's like already July and they haven't climbed yet, so we'll see. But I did put some chicken wire around this post so that the sweet peas and the nasturtiums could kind of climb it. The Malva Zebrina is looking really pretty. It's the Sylvester mix that I planted, and Malva Zebrina just original is the other color. So this color here is the original, and then the darker color up there is from the Sylvester mix. So pretty. Another gorgeous nasturtium is blooming there, and another one over in the corner. Look at my sweet alyssum. Look at it. Look at my beautiful lobelia crystal palace. Geez, I'm really good at remembering all these names, guys. I should get at least 3 points for all the names I've remembered. Sweet alyssum is magic, and you should have it in your garden. Look at how it fills out this space. Like without this big pile, this big pile, that big pile up in the corner, this big pile down at the bottom. Imagine that, how empty it would be without those big fluffy piles. So pretty. Oh, I missed a really nice nasturtium that's over there. Gorgeous, simply gorgeous. Meow. Oh, from this angle, something I love is that all the petunias were facing me. So there's petunias over on that side. There's petunias over on this side. Oh, they're just out of sight. And then there's petunias down here. Again, these were all supposed to be white. And they did not come out white. There's more, not white. But isn't that a pretty sight? Look at, we've got beautiful reds, beautiful yellows and oranges, beautiful pinks. It makes me happy. These two plants here, these two cosmos that are not currently flowering, those are both apricota. So this central area is going to be just totally engulfed in flowers soon. So here's what it looks like now. I've moved plants around. As you can see, there's no longer a closure here. So there's a path that you can go like from the bottom of the stairs. You can go through this and have garden on both sides of you, which I like. And then there's a nice big path for babies. And then you could go straight and you could enter this little cove, or you could keep going straight and then go behind the corn, or you could go right and end up where the hammock is, or you could go straight and then right and end up where the barbecue is. It's all very small, but I've made it so that there's paths to keep it interesting. And then I took pictures of my poppy yesterday because it was just so pretty, and I just kept staring at it. Like, what is it even doing? Look at this flower. How is that even like that? It's so nice. Like, that just grew in my garden. I threw seeds in the dirt in March, and now it's June 29th, and these are flowering. I didn't do anything. They just, look, oh my God, look at this photo. Look at that. Oh, she's stunning. It doesn't even make sense, but it is beautiful. So click the thumbs up button. Oh my God, every picture of them is so pretty. Also, interestingly, you can see this one's already been pollinated. This one has not. Pollinated. Not pollinated. See the difference? Pollinated. Oh, pollinated. Not pollinated. Pollinated. Not pollinated. So pretty though. Oh, look at how gorgeous. Look at all these pretty little petals. So gorgeous. Wow, poppy. I know. So now I'm a poppy girl. Okay, so here's the funny thing. I have to find out what it's called. I keep saying maiden feather hair vine, but it has a name. Maiden feather vine. Let's just see. Oh, it's because it's got the word heirloom. It threw my brain off by heirloom cypress vine. So it's an heirloom cypress vine, maiden's feather. And I saw the pictures, but my brain did not think it was that tiny. Even though in the pictures you can see the chicken wire behind it. I was like, it'll be cute, right? I'll like it probably. So, I don't know. Here's what that looks like in my world. This is what I've got so far. This is the whole vine. So it's coming out of the ground here. There's two of them coming out of the ground here. One decided to go up this pole, and up into the nasturtiums, fine. And the other one decided to go on the trellis and start climbing up. And now there's one flower. One single solitary flower. Look at it. It's very small. I mean, there's more coming, so that's good. I can at least be hopeful. We'll see. Oh, there's another one coming. But still, one tiny flower. It's cute, though. It's a cute, silly little star. I don't mind it. It's just... like, what are we doing here? One flower at a time? What are we doing? So we're waiting on her. She is climbing up this fence. She's back underneath that pink nasturtium is where she's growing. This is my sweet pea trellis garden. Sorry, I have cat hair on me. I didn't even touch you. How did your hair end up on me? Oh, here's what it looks like now from above. There is a couple things that are different from this. There isn't any garbage now because I got rid of it. This was at the end of my cleaning, but before I got rid of the garbage. So there's still a big garbage bag in the backyard. But you can see all of the open space for activities. If it were up to me, we'd fill all that space with plants, but we have family and I was going to say friends. People don't come here. We have family that comes here, so I need space. And now you can see the little path back here that you can enter. Oh, I also took some amazing photos to show you. Look at this. Ready? This is what my neighbor's backyard looks like. Neighbor's backyard. My backyard. My backyard. Neighbor's backyard. Neighbor's. Mine. Isn't that better? I think so. Is it a mosquito bite? I just got super itchy. I think that's that for that. Oh, today's poppy. Look at today's poppy. Look at it. Look. Louisa, if you're not looking, come back to the computer for a sec because it's so pretty. Look at this poppy. What are you even doing? How are you like this? Who made you this color? What a beautiful colored poppy. And then the one that was opening yesterday is also pretty. Little puff ball of a poppy. I know I took more photos of the poppies, so that's kind of annoying. That's fine. And that purple poppy is right around here somewhere. Also my feverfew. Multiple varieties. Gorgeous. 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 Looks tasty. This is hummingbird salvia again. All right. And that's it. Bada bing, bada boom. We've done it. We've looked at the garden. But you know what you haven't looked at? One last thing I need to put in the Discord. Oh my God, my arm is so itchy. You know when you have a mosquito bite and it's fine and then you accidentally hit it when like moving in your life and then now it's itchy again? That's where I'm at. Okay. Okay. So I didn't ask Alex to take any photos, but he did anyway. And whenever he does that, whenever he takes photos of me, I always feel like you can see that he loves me, and I see it in the way that he photos, and I'm going to show it to you, and you can be like, those are pretty nice photos. Like cherry red grape syrup. Ooh, totally. Hey there, Laura. Laura Van Bell. Greetings from Belgium. Greetings from Southern Ontario, where mosquitoes are plentiful. Right, Peekaboo? I keep worrying that I've touched poison ivy, but this is a mosquito bite. I can see the bite. I mean, I know I touched poison ivy. I'm pretty sure. Oh. Pretty sure I was protected though. Look who decided to join me. Though she's still being like standoffish. Peekaboo? Are you standoffish because I haven't said hello or because you're mad at me? Is it because I haven't said hello? Okay. Cool. By the way, click the thumbs up button if you haven't yet. Waiting for these photos to load. Un momento. Cool. Oh my goodness. What are you making today? I'm going to be working on a crochet extra large men's sweater. That's what I'm going to be crocheting today. But first I have a couple things to get through. I want to show you what I thrifted this weekend, and I was going through the garden pictures, and now I have a couple other pictures to show you from the weekend. Alex and I went fishing again, which was so much fun. We went on Saturday evening and I caught a huge fish. So that was pretty cool, and you should be pretty excited about it, I think. Hi. You can't really make muffins on the table. It doesn't work. She's like, well, I want to. She's doing her little... You're just making biscuits? You're making little biscuits? There's nothing soft for you to mush your paws into. I'm sorry. Sorry, my phone is just taking its sweet time. Cool. How was your weekend? Mine was good and restful, but I did not get anything done. Like, I didn't get any work done in the house, so our house is like trash today, and I have to get it back in order today because it's garbage day. You know? Okay, it's almost uploaded now. Any minute now. I think I want a new coffee. Okay, I'll relax. The family group chat. Almost done. Can you smell food on my table? There's a croissant over there. She's just slowly making... Oh, she caught it with her eyes. Now she's like, maybe I'll just... how will I get that croissant for myself? Maybe I'll just be so casual about it. She's not very casual. Did you see? I have too many amaranth plants. Louisa, I did see. You have way too many amaranth plants. You need to get rid of 98% of them. I made sure that you would have amaranth, okay? What you should be saying is thank you for all of the amaranth plants. That's what you meant. I know. It's fine. I understand. What you meant is I'm so excited about all of the amaranth plants that I have. Okay, look, here's Louisa's amaranth plants. This is not how amaranth should be. Amaranth should not be this crowded. There should be like one, or I would say in this box, 3 amaranth plants. That's the max for this box. So pick 3 and pull all the others, or leave them and see what happens. I mean, everything's an experiment, you know, but there's definitely overcrowding. You should definitely pull out all these underneath ones. I want one to survive. Okay, well, you need to get rid of them or else they will suffocate each other and then none of them will survive. See, look at how tired these are. You see how tired they are from how hot it is? If they didn't have to work so hard. You have to keep that velvet curtain one, obviously. That's a lot of amaranth, Louisa. Sorry about it. Oh, and then one random sunflower. Hello. Happy birthday. Happy to see you here. I see a nasturtium in this one too. Mostly amaranth. 3 beautiful golden Marys. Love them. Love them. Louisa, you definitely have an awful lot of amaranth. Okay, are you ready to see my super fun time? So first, Alex took pictures of me in the river. Look, there's me in the river. That's me in the river. It looks like I'm halfway across the river, but that's just perspective. I'm not halfway across the river. And then look, here's me I'm so happy. I caught a catfish. I'm like, Alex, look. That's this right here. That's not fear. That's just a genuine smile of someone who caught a fish. They suffered too much with the hot weather. That's what I'm nervous about for the next 10 days for me. Louisa, we're above 30 for the next 10 days. So this is the fish I caught. Here's me with the fish I caught at sunset. So cute. So fun. Literally on my tiptoes because I'm so excited. Me again, fishing at the fishing place. This is the canal for the Grand River. So the side I'm on right now is all calm. And then the side that I was on when I was wearing the waders is all like rough rivery. You can see down farther. Also got a compliment on my hat, which was fun. Here's me in the river again, having a good time. See how I'm not getting wet because I'm wearing my waders. It was so fun. I love my waders. Me again. Here's me again in the river, having a very good time. And then there's me again, just out in the river, having a good time. But this was the highlight for me. It is a catfish. Nothing special about it. We did not take it home, even though it was well within the size to take home and eat. I definitely could have achieved one of my summer bucket list items, but Alex and I decided that I was so brave for deciding not to take it home. Also, my shirt from my friend. Very cute. Easily distracted by rocks. Very cute. Also, I'm wearing tights even though it's hot because I was wearing the waders. Fish. Exactly. Okay, so I think that's it. Oh, that's actually not even it. Do you know what else we did this weekend? We picked service berries. Oh, hi, Tiny Star. It's beautiful. Hey, Life with Lena. Yes, isn't she the cutest cat? She gets lots of love. Twitch, hello, good morning. Facebook, hello, good morning. YouTube, hello, good morning. Nice to see all of you here today. Don't forget to click the thumbs up if you're on YouTube or Facebook, and don't forget to follow if you're on Twitch. And come back Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 9 a.m. till 12 p.m. because that is when I am here. Isn't it? Kitten? Nope, don't even look at my croissant. Hey, shh! I said don't look at my croissant. Do you see? All she wants is food. She's just all about the food. Food and snuggles is all this kitty cat wants. Okay, let's start with the biggest item that I got this weekend. I got a dead pike. So I did catch a fish to bring home. This pike was caught in 1990. And I got it from a very kind divorced dad. And this is what it looks like. It's a real live fish. It has obviously been airbrush painted for the spots on it, probably because the leather degrades over time. I'm going to have to give it a good cleaning because it's gotten all dusty. And it needs one repair on this fin. It's been bent. And I will repair it. I don't know how yet, but I will. And it's a real live fish. Do you see this? Hold on, where's your eyeball? Okay, it's just not shiny because it's dirty. See? A real live pike. A big old fish. And I like having big things in my house that are dead. So now I have another big thing in my house that is dead. What do you think, Peekaboo? You like his face? Do you see it as a monster? No. Rah. Oh, does it still smell like fish to you? It's been a while since it was fish, so it's probably not tasty anymore. Don't you touch it with your face. I was just letting you sniff it, you little dingus. Okay, anyway, new taxidermy. Oops. We love a new taxidermy in this house. And we just need somewhere to put it for now. Somewhere that it won't fall. Thing number one, she wants to eat it. She is a predator animal, so she probably does want to eat it. Next, Alex got a hat. It's just a hat that says, support blue collar. And it has a picture of an eagle on it, and it's camo. And Alex was like, I like this hat. And I said, okay, do you want to buy it? And he said, yes. And I said, okay. It was $1, so it's fine. Then for $1, I got a basket for harvesting. And the same day that I got the basket, we actually went harvesting. We went foraging, rather. And I harvested service berries and wild cherries. There's just tape. I hate when they do this. They tape all the way around. And then I can't get it off, and I need scissors, but I don't have them with me. Anyway, it's a very cute bag. Basket. Alex thought it was a hat, which, like, not the stupidest idea for why he would think that. However, that's not what it is. Even though it looks kind of like a hat, it's actually a basket. You can get flowers to put across it, or herbs, and then berries for the basket part. So this part, yes, this one will have to stay away from the birds because they will happily destroy that one. This is the basket Julia found. This was free. She found it at the garage sale. And she said, we could go pick berries in this basket. And I said, I mean, kinda, right? Works for me. It's a pretty nice basket. The rivets and stuff are pretty sturdy. You know? Cute little basket. So that will be, these will both be my foraging baskets because they have a long enough handle for me to hold while I'm carrying. I also bought a red t-shirt. It's just a red t-shirt. It was, I think, $3, which is like, whatever. I need a red t-shirt for Wednesday. I don't own any red clothing because I don't look good in red and I don't like red. But every year on Canada Day, I go, oh, I don't have any red clothes. Every year, and then I wear maroon or pink on Canada Day. You're supposed to wear red because our Canadian colors are red and white. So now I have one for when Alex and I go out on Canada Day, so I can be wearing red and fit in with all the people. It's gonna be so friggin' hot on Canada Day, though. I don't know if it's gonna be fun to like go out and be out and about. It's gonna be like 37 degrees Celsius. Too hot. Okay, next thing I found fabric for the bleach decorate it. Yes, maybe. I'm probably just going to leave it red and then every year wear it for Canada Day and then put it back in my closet or drawer until the following Canada Day. The less I do to it, the longer it will last. That's how I'm looking at it. I just invested in my Canada Day outfit for the next 10 years. Okay, next I got the fabric for Elizabeth's hand-sewn dress that we're doing. So I got 2 dresses at the thrift store for $2 each. One of them is cotton linen blend and it's white. So I thought if you guys think it would be fun to flower hammer it or natural dye her dress. Option number 2, it's kind of a really cute dress. So what if we just flower hammer it and dye? First of all, I didn't mute that on purpose. Alternatively, with this one, we could flower hammer or dye it for me. I don't even know if it'll fit me. Let me try it on. I didn't try them on. I just looked at them for fabric. But then when I got it home, I was like, that's cute. This one's cute too, but it's like, I don't remember what the store is called, but it's one of those stores where it's one size fits all. It's like a big dress, but it drapes, so it fits. It's one size fits all. You just sort of adjust to the little ties. But I really like the fabric, so I thought the fabric would make a really pretty dress for a baby. Yes, 1,000 times yes. Okay, let's see if it fits first, because if it doesn't fit, I'm not keeping it for myself, I mean. 1 second. Oops, sorry guys. I didn't mean to scare you. All right, get over the old hips. All right, good. We made it over the hips. Get over the boobs. Okay, so it doesn't fit perfectly, but like, it's close. It's obviously wrinkly, but like, maybe without the bra? 1 sec. I feel like it's a bit tight with the bra. Okay, that's better. Like, just ignore nipples, but size-wise. That could work. It has pockets, which is nice. We love pockets. And if I dye it with like onion skins, hammer dye, actually, now that I'm looking at it, no, we have to keep this one. This one's actually really cute. Okay, let me put my other clothes on. Okay, even better, it has buttons that do up all the way down, so we can open it up wide to do the flower hammering. That's kind of awesome. Cool. All right. Yes, 1,000 times yes. Okay, good. Glad you think so too, Louisa. So I can open the dress all the way up, like wide, so that I can do the flower hammering easily. It is lined, which is fine. That's a good thing. Typically, I think I'll just have to separate the lining when I'm doing the hammering, so that I can just be dealing in the white linen area. But I think that could be really cool. Good. Glad you think so too. I also got a free sticker. A really pretty holographic, a good holographic sticker. It just doesn't fit on my phone right now, so I'm waiting until it's time to change my phone design. Then I'll put that sticker on. And then the last thing that I got for $1 was a frame, just a regular picture frame, an 8x10 and a 5x7 because it has the mat. And I don't know where it's from originally. Somewhere in California. Don't know, but it's not the dollar store, and it's a nice frame. It's got some weight to it, which I like. So that's what I got. And then Alex picked up a bike, and then he also bought an electric charge finder. I don't know. You want a piece? You want another piece? You want to see her tricks? I'll do her tricks. Come here. Ready? Sit. Sit. Good. Wait. Shake. Good girl. Shake. Good girl. You ready? Up. Oops, sorry. No. Stay here. Look here. Here. Ready? Up. There's my girl. She's so smart. Okay, ready? No, wait. Not till I say so. Shake. Thank you. Shake. Shake. Thank you. Okay, and now up. Yes, Alex got a bicycle. It's like a street bike, like the really skinny ones that the racer guys wear with the handles that are curved. And I'm sure he's gonna like it. It's like basically trash. It's like so close to being garbage that the person sold it for $5. Honestly, if Alex hadn't bought it for $5, he probably would have thrown it out at the end of the day. But like, neither here nor there. Shake. 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 Yes, my good girl. She's so smart. Okay, anyway, yeah, it's like a street bike, and he is my sweet girl. I don't have any more food, though. He's very happy about it, so that's good. And he found some kind of thing that reads places that are supposed to not have electricity to tell you if they do or do not have electricity. So that's great. Happy for him. Julia bought a bunch of stuff. We had no room in the cart. Oh, I got perennials. That was the other really exciting thing. I got some free plants from a neighbor. So I, hold on one second. Shake. 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 Look, give me your foot. That's my girl. That's my good girl. Okay. Anyway, I went to a place that last year I got a perennial plant from. Their garden is fully labeled, so they only have native plants in their garden, and they have them all in bunches and all labeled. So you can go and be like, wow, that is what prairie smoke is supposed to look like. Like, it's like a botanical garden. Like, they have large patches of each variety of plant. There's my girl. You want to give me your foot? Yeah? I don't have any food for you, though. I just don't have any. I'm so sorry. Yeah, they were all big patches of big patches of perennials, all different kinds, beautiful, beautiful things. And then they also were giving away perennials. And I went over and I was like, hi, what have you got there? And I had seen a yard that had full columbine in it. And so I was telling Julia how excited I was to get those seeds this year. I was going to go back to that garden in the fall and ask the woman who owns that garden if I could collect seeds, and then I was going to grow it, blah, blah, blah. I had this whole idea. Don't you touch. That's not yours. That was the birds. Birds, this one's yours. Oh, that fell on the floor. Lucky Toby, lucky Toby times 2. This is what it is to have dogs. Anyway, yeah, they were giving away columbine. So I actually got a Ontario native columbine, which is like a really nice plant. Let me see if I can show it to you. Ontario columbine. So it's a red flower. It's like, it's fine. It's whatever. I'm not going to say it's the prettiest flower in the world. That's not why I'm growing it. I'm growing it because I am now a perennial obsessed person. And so I've added it to my perennial growing pile. And now I have a plant. So that's awesome. And I just need to figure out all the other perennials that I need to grow. Eventually, I will have just an amazing place full of beautiful garden things. Okay, so now let's get back into our crocheting for the day. My coffee, cold. All right, now we need salmon-y, orangey color next. We've got to be close to being done with increases at this point, right? It's got to be coming up soon. Okay, we've got one orange. Do we have others over there, possibly? Okay. Where did I just had the hook. Okay, here it is. You can sit on that part. You can't sit on this stuff. I'm using this stuff. So if you want to sit somewhere, it's going to have to be on here. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, cool. The rules are there ain't no rules, I guess. Excuse me. So overall, I had a really good weekend. I also got to see my friend, which was nice. We happened upon her at that garage sale, which was very nice. And the garage sale was so fun. It was just Alex and my sister and her kids, and me, obviously. And we just vibed the whole time. No rush, no stress, because we weren't really looking for anything. We actually also went to the donut place that Alex and I like to go every once in a while. It's called Granddad's. It's a local homemade, fresh-made daily donut place, and they have the yummiest donuts. And we got lemon filled, and we got, what else did we pick? We got lemon filled, we got dipped with sprinkles, we got chocolate glazed, we got old fashioned sugar, like just sugar on it, and then we got key lime pie, and I think that's it. We got 6. Was that 6? My poor eyeballs. Why are they doing so much tired stuff? Make more tears. Stop being so dry. I used to just want Visine for eye redness. Now I want whatever the one is for eye wetness. More tears, please. Or whatever. My eyes. Anywho. I don't know what else. That was my whole weekend. Ugh. Shopping. Garage sale. Ugh. Thrift store. Garden time. That's pretty much it. Right, Pika? You don't even eat bread. I don't know why you were chasing after a croissant. I actually do need to refill my coffee, or else I'm gonna fall asleep. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna refill my coffee. I don't need anything else. And I'm not even gonna turn the mic off. I'll be right in the other room. Right? Fresh cup of coffee. I'm gonna just grab a banana. Give me a little sugar boost. I'm so tired. All right. Here I am. Oh, you want some of this? You'll have to fly. You'll have to use your big wings. I know. It's so tasty, but you'll have to be brave. If you want some banana, you have to be brave. See, right here. Come on. No, I'm not coming to you. You come to me. You're the ones with wings. No, Peekaboo, you don't eat banana. She's like, but I could. I could eat banana. I could eat anything. You want to try a piece of banana? Didn't think so. How about you, Toby? Banana? There you go. Everybody's happy. All right. Hey. You already said no. I offered it to you. You want to try? That's what it is. That's the food. The reason you don't even know is because you don't eat fruit and vegetables. Here you go, Toby. Good boy. Kids these days. She's like, maybe I could eat banana. I don't know. I can't eat banana and not give some to the dog. Or to the bird. Here you go. Oh, Beelzebub got it. You better take it from her. She got the whole thing. She pulled it out of my hand. You're gonna have to steal it if you want it. Sorry, Gary. You're gonna have to be tough. It's just what happens. Right. I almost called you Beelzebub. Right, Peekaboo? Oh, also, I had a moment on Friday. Julia was here, and the kids were here, and Julia's husband wasn't here yet. He was still at work. But it was Julia, me, and the kids hanging outside. And then Alistair said, can we bring the birds outside too? So we put the birds in their outside cage, brought the birds outside. I was just sitting there, and I was like, I don't like where I live right now. Like, where I live is in the downtown core of a city. And if I'm going to live in the downtown core, I want to live, like, in Toronto. Sorry, my earring twisted, and I'm twisting it back to the right position. If I can find the right position. There it is. Okay. I think. Okay. Anyway, I don't like where we live. Our home is fine, but, like, our house and neighborhood are not. Obviously, I can make a home anywhere. So, like, I love my home. I hate my house. I hate my neighborhood. And I hate the area of town I'm in. Hate is obviously way exaggerating for how strong the word is. But I'm really close to factories, and I'm really close to, like, a jail and the police station and, like, the inner city stuff, which is, like, fine for certain parts of your life. But in my opinion, for my life, I'm out of that part of my life now. Like, when we lived in Toronto, we were, like, young 20-somethings, excited about the big, exciting energy. But, like, Hamilton doesn't have that energy, so getting all of the pollution of the city without the exciting energy of it doesn't feel worth it to me. Like, where I live, just being outside is like smoking one cigarette a day. Just because of the factories where I live, the air is poison. So there's there's like this area that's toxic, and I just want to get out of that area. It's like the percentage of people who get cancer within that area is some ridiculous amount higher than anywhere outside of that area. Like, they did, you know what? I bet I can find the study. It was done by the University of Toronto. U of T study of Hamilton air cigarette. Cancer-causing chemicals have spread through Hamilton. Yeah, they have. Let's see. A University of Toronto and Health Canada study found widespread elevated levels of carcinogen benzopyrene across Hamilton, concluding that breathing urban air with these concentration exposes an average adult to the equivalent toxicity of smoking one cigarette a day. The pollutant is a cancer-causing chemical found in levels exceeding Ontario's 24-hour air quality guidelines in nearly all measured locations. Great. The research is led by the City of Hamilton Environment Canada and researchers. The study was funded by Health Canada, collected from 60 air monitors affixed to street poles all across the city. While steel plants and industrial zones were the primary emitters, automobile traffic and regional sources also contributed to the citywide spread. So, breathing air where I live is like smoking a cigarette a day, and I don't smoke cigarettes. So, like, if I was someone who smoked cigarettes, I wouldn't be as irritated by that. But to me, it feels like I'm choosing not to smoke cigarettes, and now it's like I'm smoking anyway. Okay, let's see. In Dundas or the West Mountain, it's not quite as bad. Maybe 1/3 of a cigarette or half a cigarette. It's like everyone has somewhat of a smoking habit unintentionally. Great. The 2-year monitoring air quality study was at dozens of sites in urban and rural parts of the city. And let's see, it found that the toxicities were higher than provincial guidelines in all urban areas, not simply near the industrial area. Great. But I'm near the industrial area, so it's even worse. Yeah. Anyway, where I live is poison, and I would like to get out of here without making it that I don't like the area specifically. I don't like that it's poison is what I don't like. I don't care that it's in the middle of the city. I don't care that it's like rougher where I live. It's more about the fact that it's literally poison here, and I don't like that. Sorry, I'm just going to turn on the bird's lights. I'm noticing it looks dark on my screen. Does it look dark to you guys? Maybe it's just me. Nope, it's not just me. Ta-da! Did that help? Anywho, so I don't know what I was getting at. I was saying I don't like my house or where I am, but I like my home and I like my garden. And when the kids were over playing in my backyard, Toby was running around, Peekaboo was at like the bedroom window watching it all, and the birds were outside. I said, if we just pretend that we're not exactly where we are geographically, I'm actually in my favorite place. I'm like in the place that I want to be. This is what I want when I grow up. I want my nieces and nephews to be able to play in my backyard. I want my animals all around me and my family all around me. And I want gardens. And I have all of that right now. It's not obviously perfect, but I do have all of those things. So I was feeling pretty blessed on Friday. Just looking around at my garden and my babies and my animals and my family. And it was just very nice. So I invited Julia to come over again today. Ha! What could that noise be? It's too early for you to be coming now. Where could you be? I am going to start crocheting again. I just want to check. Make sure she's still at home. Yep, she is. And then that means Elizabeth is probably starting her nap soon. Oh, I have a sneeze stuck inside my nose. Oh, jeez, Louisa. Okay, so speaking of Louisa, my coffee plant Louisa is doing amazing. You should be so proud of me. I'm not doing anything for it. It lives in the shade and just doesn't get attention, but it gets watered, and that's all she seems to need. So, yeah, we also went grocery shopping, of course. We did the most. Saturday was the biggest day ever. We did garage sale in the morning with my family. Then we came home. We got everything we needed to go out again, and then we went out and got groceries. Then we came home, regrouped, put away the groceries, and then we went out fishing. It was like a whole big day. Saturday was so fun. And then Sunday was so restful. I was just like, you know the feeling when you wake up super tired and your eyes are puffy and your eyes are kind of closed and you're just kind of feeling like this. I woke up like that on Sunday at 7 in the morning. Alex was sleeping so soundly, and I came upstairs half asleep, woke up all my animals, got all my animals their breakfast, made coffee, got Alex's breakfast ready, and then I went outside and I watered the garden and I spent the time outside. And then Alex woke up around 10 and I came inside and we had coffee, and then I just had a restful, relaxing day. It was such a beautiful Sunday. Some Sundays are just superior. You know how like sometimes you get the feeling of like, oh, I wasted that day. I was lazy and I wasted it. This weekend, I do not have that feeling. I did not waste any part of this weekend. Friday was amazing, Saturday was amazing, Sunday was amazing, with 0 wasted time. I cleaned for hours yesterday. In the garden, I was working for hours. Like, I filled a lawn bag with leaves and stuff. I filled a black garbage bag with poison ivy. I filled a construction garbage bag with broken pots, plastic that I don't know how it got into my backyard, old things that were broken that we had just put up against the wall to like keep organized. I threw out everything that was broken and that I've just been holding on to because it's like, oh, when we go to the dump, I'll throw that out. So, you know, it just makes everything look trashy. Well, I removed it all. So now my backyard, it does not look trashy, which is very, very cool if you ask me. Why are you over there? Yeah, hang out with us. I feel like this is a little low. Won't touch the mic. Oh, also, I gave myself a neck massage. And I finally got rid of a knot that's been in my neck for like 2 years. And I'm just feeling very superior. Hey there, Patch. Good morning. Good morning, Twitch. Good morning, Facebook. And good morning, YouTube. Don't forget to click the thumbs up button if you're following on Facebook or YouTube. Click the follow button if you're on Twitch. Subscribe, support, like, comment, all the things. Just interact as much as you can. That would be helpful. Please and thank you. Thank you very much. But most importantly, YouTube people, click thumbs up. Twitch people, click follow. And that's that for that. Okay, what am I at here? 1, 2, 1, 2. And same here, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, now I'm at an increase. Sleeve number 2, looking good. Hopefully we'll have enough yarn. We're just gonna keep believing that we will have enough yarn, and then we will. Don't touch my yarn, Pika, that's mine. Give it back. Give me my yarn back, my fat baby. Look at her little pointy ears. I love when she's interested. Her ears get so pointy and they face forward. Any big plans for this week? It's Canada Day this week, not tomorrow, but Wednesday, July 1st is Canada Day, which is like our national holiday. Excuse me, I'm jealous. Yeah, it's our national holiday for our country on Wednesday, so no work. All the buses are free. I think the train is free. And there is fireworks being set off in multiple places around the city. Cool. So that will be fun. Except for the heat, it's going to be unbearably hot as far as the last time I checked. Let's see what it is now. Let's see what it shows us. So for today, we're getting 27. That's hot. Tomorrow, 34. Wednesday, 35. Thursday, 35, Friday, 34. It's kind of miserably hot. Those days, the 30 days are too hot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days in a row over 30. Jealous of Arrested Sunday. Oh yeah. You'll get one in like what? 17 more years? 16 and a half more years? Something like that. You'll get one. We went to the zoo. Oh, that's cool. What was Ada's favorite? What was Elisa's favorite? Why are you waggling your tail at me? I covered her tail with my arm so she can't wag it, but she doesn't understand why. Watch. Teaches you to wag your tail at me. We went to a zoo a month ago, June 1st. Oh, that's something else that Julia bought, a ring-tailed lemur stuffed animal for Alistair because he found it, and it was 50 cents. Ada, stingray. She has a plushie and took it there. She has a stingray plushie, and she brought it to the zoo. I can show a faceless pic. Okay, cool, yeah. Show me a faceless pic. My favorite kind. Wouldn't it be nice if the world wasn't awful and we could just all share pictures all the time? Literally, Elizabeth and Alistair are so cute. I just want to share pictures of them all the time. But we can't because the world is full of creeps. I'm gonna put my arm down every time you wag it in my... Well, stop wagging it in my direction. Right? Stop wagging it at me. Oh my god, I almost got. Oh, it's in live stream? Okay, cool. She's showing the stuffed animal to the real guy. Oh, that's your tail. I'm like, what is that noise? Look at this. She has a stuffed animal plushie and she's showing it to the other stingray. That's so cute. God. I am with you. Hello. Why? God, why we can't / shouldn't. Hello, why God? Why we can't / shouldn't. How are you today, Laura? Hi, I'm good, thanks. How are you? Yeah, I know. Why does you know what would be nice if we could just have like 2 internets? No, because I don't want the bad guys to have an internet, but I want there to be a good guy internet so that we can show pictures. Yep, yeah, okay. I mean, I just want to be able to show off all the cute pictures of all the cute little kids without some creep being weird about it. Which is Elizabeth's. Can't I show my baby's fat thighs without it being sexual to someone else? Because, like, for me, Elizabeth's fat thighs are important, and it's information I wish I could share with you. They're just perfect. They're so, well, they're almost not fat anymore because she's getting tall now, unfortunately. But before she started getting tall, her thighs were so fat. And they were so perfect, and I just want to take pictures of thighs. No, that sounds wrong. The way it sounded, it's like when people say they want to eat babies' feet. Not literally, just literally, you know what I mean? I want to brag my cute babies. I know. I just want to show everyone how cute they are. Why has everybody got to be so weird all the time? Anyway. So that's why we don't share our babies' faces. Because then they can choose later if they want to be public people or not. And they'll have privacy, which they'll appreciate. I get it. Do you think people who were in America's Funniest Home Videos feel like they were exploited? Like the kids, like I don't remember feeling like, oh God, if that happened to me, I'd be so embarrassed. But like, It also was on TV, so like, did it matter? Because I don't remember any of those people. But do you think it mattered to them? Why people make things creepy? I don't know. People just be creeps. And such. Whatever, we can just talk happily here and just enjoy each other and the safe space we've created here. We've cultivated a safe little spot where we can just work on our crafts together and talk about the garbage that happens in the world. Oh, did you notice what the title was today? But they make it weird. Saying this thing is normal cuteness, but then they take it literally. Creeps. Yep. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Right. I want to say, look at her fat thighs. Are they not the cutest thing you've ever seen? And when I say it, it's not weird. But if someone else says it, you know what I mean? All you need is a little twang on it and it goes from being cute to being super creepy. I just want to put her feet in my mouth. But like, not in a sexual way. In a like, her toes are so fat because she's a baby. You know what I mean? Anyway, you know, everyone who has access to a small baby who is like, who loves a baby, you know what I mean. Their feet are absolutely... they're like boneless wings. They're just so stupid and fat because they're not for anything until they learn to walk, right? They're just like flippers. So they're just fat and soft and they have no wrinkles and no tough skin. Oh, God, I love babies. I love Elizabeth so much. And Alistair, obviously. And all of the babies in my life, obviously. Cutting out a sewing pattern. So speaking of kids... and not talking to other people's kids. I yelled at somebody else's kid on Saturday. I full volume yelled at a kid. He was like 10, which is a bit young for a stranger to be yelling at them, I understand. But this kid picked up rocks and, okay, we were at the beach. No, we weren't. We were at the canal. We were fishing in an area that was like a pond. And all of the geese were in the area that we were in with their babies. So there were like teenage geese, teenage goslings. So they had some feathers, but they were also still fluffy. And none of them were making the goose sound. They were going beep, 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 beep. So they weren't going like honk. So they were babies still. You know what I'm saying? So there were probably 12 or 15 babies and then 6 or 8 adults around. And I walked right past them with no fear because I am not afraid of geese. Other people gave them a very wide berth because geese will attack you with their babies. I just told them that I wasn't there to hurt them. I was just there to fish. So they let me pass, obviously. And when they hissed at me, I said, we don't need to be doing that. And then they stopped because I just treat them like they're people. So anyway, I'm sitting there surrounded by geese. Alex is sitting surrounded by geese. Nobody else is near us. And then this roughly 10-year-old comes walking over, picks up a stick and throws it at the geese. Not throws it near the geese. He's trying to hit the geese. And the stick he threw was like a driftwood piece. So it was like this thick and that long. And he was like whipping it at them. And then he picked up rocks and started throwing. And I screamed, like I said, hey, as he threw the stick, because I saw him pick up the stick and I was like, he's a kid, he can throw a stick in the water. And then I saw him line it up and I said, hey, at that volume, and he didn't look up and he threw it. And then as it was in the air, I went, hey! And then he looked at me, surprised, and then he smirked at me. I swear he went like this. This 10-year-old. And I said, stop that. And I said, where are your parents? Go back to your parents. You can't throw sticks at the wildlife. That's not kind. And all in a loud voice. And then the mom walked by, taking pictures of him as he's throwing. And I said, excuse me, hello? And she went like this and kept walking. And I looked at Alex and went, what the heck? And like, I'm full volume because we're outside in an open park. And then I said, that's ridiculous, Alex. And I'm loudly talking to Alex about how that was inappropriate. And as they walk by, they pass by again, like to pass around us. And then the mom is walking and she's fairly close, 4 meters away from me. And I said, excuse me, I don't know if you heard me before. I'm irritated at this point. She turns looking pissed. And I go, can you please tell your son it's illegal to harass the wildlife? Geese are a protected species. You cannot throw rocks. You cannot throw sticks. You cannot hurt these animals. And the mom said something to the effect of, I've already tried to tell him not to. And I'm like, and then the dad comes up, and the dad comes in hot. Dad's not appropriate for women to be talking to. Women do not have the right to talk to my son. Women do not have the right to talk to my wife. My wife does not have the right to talk to that woman. And that woman does not have the right to be giving me attitude. That's the way he came on me. So he comes up. He's big. He's 6'2", and there's a teenage boy with them too. The teenage boy is probably 17. So teenage boy, dad, mom, and 10-year-old. I've yelled at the 10-year-old. I didn't know the family was with him. I only saw the 10-year-old. Then mom comes. I yell at mom. Mom doesn't respond. Then mom walks by. I loudly get mom's attention and say, make him not do that. She said, I already tried. At this point, dad had been walking up on me, but I didn't see him because I was talking to mom. Dad starts yelling at me, don't you talk to my family. Why don't you mind your own business? And I said, okay, well, it's illegal to harass the wildlife, and I care about the wildlife. Just don't throw sticks and stones at them. Just just tell your kid you don't try to teach a child kindness. No, you don't try to teach a child. I'd feel like if it was Alistair and someone yelled at him, I would probably have reacted the same way that the dad reacted. I understand. However, the child deserved a yell. The child deserved to be yelled at. That being said, I also recognize it wasn't my place to yell at that child. I recognize this. However, the parents did not care about what the rules were at all, and also did not care. They did not have any respect for the place that they were in. Like, as they're walking away from us, dad opens something and throws the garbage on the floor. Kid picks things up and throws them around. Like, it's like they're not respecting the park, they're not respecting the wildlife, and they're not respecting other people. Because the dad came up on me and starts yelling at me, telling me, like, his English was fine. His argumentative English was lacking. I do not hold that against him. That's fine. But it made the fight escalate a lot faster than it would have if we were both the same level of competent in the same language. So if I could have spoken their language, or if they could have been fully competent in what I was saying, I don't think it would have escalated quite as fast. But the dad had swear words, but didn't have a lot of vocabulary around it, so it escalated to yelling swear words at me quickly, rather than just getting, and I yelled at him, take a step away from me, to the dad. Back up, back away from me. I don't know you. And the teenage son wanted to die. He literally wanted to be invisible. He was so embarrassed by his parents. I was just not even looking at the teenage son, because it was obviously, he was literally like this, Dad, stop. Just stop. Like, he was so embarrassed. And I was like, yeah, your dad's embarrassing. He's yelling at a woman who told his kid not to throw rocks at the wildlife. So then the dad swears at me and yells at me and says, why don't you stop murdering the fish? And I said, I'm not murdering fish. And he said, why don't you stop catching them? And I said, I have a license for that. Does your son have a license to throw things at baby geese? Anyway, the teenage boy managed to wrangle the whole family and get them to walk away. As they're walking away, dad is opening packaging of something, throws the garbage just about, and I'm like, literally, I was ready. You know what I mean? Obviously, I'm not getting in a physical fight. I'm an adult woman, but my heart was in it. My heart was so ready to fight. I love geese. I have like a very deep love for geese, for Canadian geese specifically. I raised one when I was a kid, and I love them. I think they're just an unsung hero of the wetlands. I feel like whenever I go, I see a goose. Whenever I interact with a goose, I'm like, you keep doing it. They hiss at you, and I don't believe them, because I know the capabilities of a goose. I know the maximum damage a goose can do to me, whereas other people don't know. So they see a bird hissing at them, and it looks scary. Like, a goose looks scary if it's hissing at you and coming at you, but, like, a goose they have, like, sandpaper for teeth. They have no hands. Their feet are flippers. What is this animal gonna... Like, when people are scared, I'm like, you're just scared of it coming at you. This animal cannot bite you, cannot scratch you, cannot pin you. This animal is, like, functionally without any protection. People don't recognize that because they're scary. If you've ever interacted with a goose who's protecting its babies and you didn't know anything about them, you'd be like, that is a demon. That's a demon. And it is just a danger chicken. But I disagree. I think they're sweet creatures, and I think they have so much emotional intelligence, and I think that they are loving to their babies, not just protective, and I think that their babies are loving to them. So I have a lot of feelings about Canada geese, and just seeing a kid immediately see a group of baby geese, and the first thing he thought is, I want to hurt them. Because it wasn't to scare them. He was aiming at them. Like, I understand if you're throwing things near a group of birds to make them all fly away, or if you run with your dog through a group of seagulls so that they fly away, like, you're not hurting anything. This was, like, intent. And it wasn't like he's a little boy, he doesn't know any better. It was like he ran to the geese. Anyway, I watched it happen, and it disgusted me, so I reacted. Did I react a little more aggressively than I needed to? Maybe. Did I yell at an entire family and end up making them leave a park? Maybe. Was I the Karen in this situation? I don't think so. Because I don't think that's crazy to be like, don't throw stuff at wildlife. If I had come up to them and been like, don't be here, that's different. But I just said, like, don't do this action. I don't know. I hope I didn't come off too Karen. But even if I did come off as a Karen to those people, the man came off to me. I don't know what... Racist isn't possible, because I don't feel like you can be racist to white people. But discriminatory? Maybe sexually discriminatory? Maybe I can't make it a skin color thing. But I can make it a woman thing? The dad was so disrespectful to me. Like, the dad was, like, so very disrespectful. And he came at me. Obviously, he didn't hurt me or physically interact with me, but he moved forward in a threatening way multiple times. They weren't coming to us. Like, they weren't near us. They were passing us when this happened. And he changed his direction and made his way towards me until I ended up, like, I took steps back as he took steps forward, and then I yelled at him to back away from me. So, like, I don't know. First of all, if someone is upset with something that your party did, physically intimidating them, I don't know if we do that anymore. I don't know if we're about that. It's not for me. Being physically intimidated by a man, it would have been intimidating, but I had Alex with me, and Alex didn't say a word. He just stood with me. He didn't say a word. I don't need him to say a word. I can say all of the words that are needed. I just need to know that I'm safe, and Alex made me feel safe. But if I was alone, I probably would have screamed. Like, I probably would have escalated from a yell to a scream because of the way the man was advancing at me. I would, it's essentially like pepper spray, you know what I mean? Like, leave me alone, but in a scream voice. Like, he was intimidating. Not me, because I'm like a mongoose, but I am as bitchy as I can be on behalf of the women who can't be bitchy because they're not safe to. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm willing to say the things that can't be said by everyone. Like, if there's something that you wish to have been able to say to a man who was physically intimidating you, I try to say the things on behalf of you. That doesn't sound right, but you know what I mean, right? You were not the Karen, they were. I don't know if they were the Karen or if they were just disrespectful, but I definitely got into a yelling fight on the weekend. And then I said, go away. And then they went away. And The son was dying of embarrassment, and the little boy didn't care at all and did not even respond to his mother at all. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that dad is just a literal piece of garbage. So that's that for that. Don't touch geese. I will fight you. Leave the geese alone. I will come for you. They were so cute too, the teenage geese. It's like such an ugly time for them. It's so unfair. Geese get so ugly before they get beautiful. Baby geese, adorable. Adult geese, beautiful. Teenage geese, literally hideous. What? Okay, bye. She just had to say hi. Let's see. 1, 2, 1. And 2. So that was fun. Oh my god, I yelled at 2 men this weekend. That's probably why I'm tired. I yelled at 2 men this weekend? That's crazy. On Friday, I yelled at a different man. This one was like 22, so he was like a man-child. Our neighbor had left the country and didn't pay any of their bills, so the bank took their home back. And now the bank is trying to sell their home. But to sell their home, they need to clean up the property. The property is covered in poison ivy. Poison ivy can't be taken down with power tools because poison ivy will spray its poison liquid all over you if you use power tools. The dude came, the one that tried to remove the poison ivy last time, and I said, "You're wearing shorts and a t-shirt, dude. You're gonna die." He came back in pants and a sweater, okay, with a whippersnipper, and I was like, I don't know how to explain it to you. The blood of this plant will burn your skin. So cutting the plant is the least advisable thing. Pulling it, better. Whippersnipping it, really bad idea, because now the poison is everywhere. Oh, okay, cool. Thanks for letting me know. We go inside. We had just finished barbecuing. And then he pulls out the friggin' whippersnipper and starts cutting it up. Except, I don't know, the direction of the spin made it so that all of the spew that was coming out of his whippersnipper was spraying right into my backyard. And like, he's whippersnipping at ground level and it's spewing through the fence at ground level. So like my whole ground was covered with like mulched up leaves, but the leaves were poison ivy leaves. So I was like, you can't. You're getting it all over my yard. I have a barefoot baby walking around back here. I have dog walking around back here. I have a toddler. Like, we have kids. No. And then he said, "Oh, I apologize about that. I'm gonna keep going." And I said, "No, you're not. You're literally not. You can't." And he said, "Okay, you can call the cops." And I looked at him and I went like this. "I'm not calling the cops. Just don't use the whippersnipper." And he said, "Well, if you want to, you can just call the police." And I said, and I was like, why are you immediately escalating to you can call the police on me if you don't like it? Like, grow up. Grow up. Use your brain and your words. Call the police. So I said to him, it's not a crime, it's just rude. So I'm not calling the police. I just want you to not spray poison ivy all over my yard. And he said, "Well, you can call my boss." And I said, "I can just talk to you. Don't do it." And he said, "I apologize." And I said, "That doesn't matter. Just stop with the power tool. No big deal." Now that I'm talking, it's coming off more Karen than it is. Anyway, it was maybe a little Karen, but I don't care because he was spraying poison ivy all over my yard. Anyway, we called his boss because he said, "I can't make a decision. I can only do what my boss said. So you can call my boss and he can change the decision." I said, "You can call your boss." And he said, "No." And I said, "Okay." So then Alex went and called his boss. And his boss hung up on Alex. Alex said, like, the issue. And he said, "Sorry," and hung up his phone. So I was obviously enraged. So what we did is we just went back outside and sat outside so that he literally could not use the whippersnipper because he would be hitting active people with the whippersnipper. He was not pleased. We were not pleased. I didn't yell at him. I yelled over him to turn the machine off. A little different, but still. I still raised my voice twice this weekend, which is not typical for me. I'm not a very commonly raised voice woman. But that's so annoying. You can call the cops. What are you meaning? Why are you like this? The first thing I thought was, we are two different generations. Literally two different. He looked at me like an old person. I'm like, we're just too different. He can't relate to me, so he can't empathize with me. It just didn't, like, he was looking at me like, you're just in my way. And I was like, I don't care. What you don't understand is that I literally don't care. Karen is when it's unreasonable. You had a reason in both situations. I think so too. But it does feel very immature to yell. Like, raising your voice is so frustrating. I wasn't even yelling at the parents at the other place. I yelled at the kid, and then I was talking at the parents, and then the dad escalated, and that escalated me to yelling. So twice, though, this week, I've raised my voice, which is not typical for me. I'm not typically a yeller at people. Like, I'm it's just not my style generally. That being said, if you step to me, I will fight you. Not literally. Please do not come up for me for fighting. I don't want to fight. I've never been in a physical fight. But I will verbally fight sometimes. I'll verbally fight if Alex is with me and an injustice has occurred. If there is injustice, I'll die for that. It's not, you cut someone in line, I'll fight. Like, I'm like, anything that is, you hurt the animals, you done. Asshole, sounds like you ran into your share for the week. I hope so. I hope that I'm not their asshole. I guess I am. I am for them, aren't I? Because they don't believe they've done anything wrong. Like, you know, like when you're in trouble, but instead of feeling guilty, you feel, like, resolute in your guiltiness, like you're shitty and that's what you want now, you know? People don't teach or use common sense anymore, because protecting wildlife is important. I agree. Don't try to teach a child kindness, meaning mom didn't give a rat's ass. Oh, right, you don't try to teach a child kindness. It happens, because if you're kind around them, they understand that that is how you treat other people and animals, right? Yep. Oh, there was also a lady there who was walking out of the canal area wearing nitrile gloves and holding a big pile of plant. And I walked over her and I said, "Are those nettles?" And I reached like I was going to touch them like this, like, because I was joking. And she went, "No, don't touch them. You'll get hurt." And I was like, it was a joke. I could tell they were nettles. And then she was like, "Yeah, we eat them. These are really good in salads and soups." And I was like, "They're also good for arthritis." And we had a moment. We had a cross-cultural moment. This was like a, I don't know, 65-year-old Indian woman who didn't speak English but had her 19, 20-year-old daughter with her. So I was talking to the daughter and the daughter was translating to the mum, but the mum and I were talking about the nettles. And the daughter was like, "Yeah, my mom said they're for soups and salads and stuff." And I was like, "It's also for arthritis." And I said it all to the daughter. Then the daughter said it to the mom. And then the mom went, "Yeah." And I was like, "Yeah." And then she told me where she found it, and we both went our separate ways. Right? Emphasis on try. You do or you don't. It's simple. Yep. Like, I think about, like, Alistair would never do that. And if Alistair started and a stranger said, hey, stop. It would, even if he wasn't sure if it was him, an average human would go, "Hey, stop. Who is that directed at?" Those words mean something. Like, I don't know. I just feel like Alistair, it would never happen with Alistair. Because he's a perfect baby angel. Okay, we have 2, then 1, 2, and now I have 2 again. 1 and 2. Anyway, I promise I'm not the worst. I just, sometimes I can be a bitch when it's necessary. Or when I think it's necessary. Oh, also, we saw a whole bunch of turtles at the lake, or the river. We were at the river. We were at the canal and the river this weekend, and we saw snapping turtles. I was in the water. Just a reminder, I was up to my waist in that water. We saw snapping turtles, we saw painted turtles, we saw red-eared sliders. Just generally, it was a good turtle weekend. I did not see any snakes. I did not see any frogs, but I did see fish, and I caught a giant catfish. At least It was big enough to eat. I didn't bring it home to eat. I'm very brave. But I could have. Anywho. We're getting somewhere. My hand, I banged my hand this weekend, and now it hurt. All my knuckles hurt. Like, I banged my hand right on top, and now all 3 of my middle knuckles hurt. Like, to bend them is sore. Poor me. Woe is me. Also, I bought a watermelon this weekend. I was an advisor for my church's youth group when I was 19, and I told a kid not to play in church. They lied and said I threatened them, and their mom and my mom had a verbal fight. I was fired. Cool. You're like, don't play in church or else. And then they're like, threatened. Must not be there. For not stopping kids from playing in church, but the 2 girls' parents were trespassed for trying to fight me. Oh my God. Jeez. Well, I can't say I've ever been in a physical fight, but I wish I had been in just one physical fight. I was in karate, so like that's the closest I can say to being in a physical fight, which being in karate is not being in a physical fight, but like, you know what I mean? That's the closest I've come to punching people. But like, you know, before I was 18, to have just gotten in one fist fight, I just say before I was 18, because now if I did it, I would go to jail, but like before you're 18, you're just a kid who got in a fight. After you turn 18, you're an adult who assaulted someone. You know what I mean? Can't do it anymore. Can't punch anyone. It's not right anymore. Because I'm autistic and I'm on disability. They were charged with abuse of a disabled person as well. Oh my God. Okay. By the way, don't forget to click the thumbs up, everybody. It helps the channel grow, and you're already here. So I got distracted halfway through my little promo. Click the like button, subscribe, follow, comment, share, support, become a member, become a patron, all the things. After that, I never went back to that church. Makes sense. Oh, you want to hear something crazy about my church growing up? So I grew up going to Catholic church every Sunday. I went to every Christmas midnight mass and every Easter mass. Like, we went to mass, okay? Every single weekend. And the church that I grew up on has been sold, and it got sold to a developing company, and they're putting on the church, the house that the priest lives in, and the parking lot, that's like the whole church property, it's all getting gutted, and they're putting in a mid-rise apartment building. I lived right at the end of that street, like the street that the church was on. I lived in the cul-de-sac. If you just kept walking, I could walk to school and to church from my home. So, and our school was just across the street from our church. So we would walk to school and walk to church. Anyway, so it's a small street. Like, it's not suburban neighborhood. It's like almost rural. It's not rural, but it's almost rural. Like, you could bike ride and end up in the rural area, like within 10 minutes. Like, it's not far to get to a rural area from where I grew up. And yet at the end of the street that I grew up on is my church, the church parking lot, and where the priest lived. They're tearing it all down to put up like a 10-floor apartment building. It's very bizarre. It's a very bizarre location for that, but it made me LOL. 1, 2. Okay. and 2 in the last one. Let's see what you wrote, Michelle. When I was about 11 or 12, my little sister and I were at the playground when a local bully came out with her crew, picking on littler kids. I made the mistake of telling her to pick on someone, her own size. What is that about? Why are people picking on little kids? Like, what is that about, bullying kids who are smaller than you? Isn't that, like, uncool? I don't know. I feel like when I was, like, in grade 8, let's say, if you were bullying grade 4s, that means you were talking to grade 4s. That's embarrassing. Or, like, if you were 10 and you're bullying 6-year-olds, isn't that embarrassing? You're talking to 6-year-olds? Like, I don't know who's bullying little kids. So she hit me. Had a Christmas story moment where Ralphie beat up the bully without realizing it. Oh. You were like, oh, I guess we're fighting. That wasn't my plan, but you started it. Excuse me. Let me just count my rows here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's one more row after this. She hid for hours and never bothered us again. You know? Because bullies are just scared kids who only know how to use anger to get what they want. You know where they learn that? From having an angry parent. When you have an angry parent that shows you that when you're mean, you get what you want. When a parent is mean and then everybody in the house behaves good, the person learns, I get what I want when I'm mean. Everybody's good when I'm mean. As long as I'm mean, everyone stays in line. So what is the kid supposed to learn? You know? They learn that, well, when dad's mad, everyone does what he wants. So when I'm mad, it worked for dad, I'll do it for me. There's that saying that it's like, if you were raised in a house with an angry man, there will always be an angry man in your house. And then the thing people say is, if you were raised with an angry man, there will always be an angry man in your house. If you don't know who the angry man in your house is, it's you. So, and I don't love that, but I understand the vibe of it. Sounds like a bot lesson. Welcome back, Peekaboo. Nice to see ya. Can you give me a kiss? Thank you. How about a headbutt? Thanks. I had a bully growing up who was my next door neighbor. And I know she was just bullying so that people wouldn't bully her. Like now, looking back, she was fat and she didn't look like her siblings. And her siblings were mean to her. But, like, that didn't matter when I was a kid. Those things weren't interesting to me. Like, your siblings aren't nice to you, whatever. And she was fat, but that didn't matter because she was a kid. But she was fat enough that people would have made fun of her for it if she hadn't been a bully. You know what I mean? So, I remember she was such a bully that she told everyone else that I was fat and that I had freckles and that made me ugly. I don't know how to explain this to you, how weird it is that this girl had freckles and was fat, and still the bullying worked. So now I find her, every once in a while her posts come up in my algorithm, you know. They know who you've known, and she's just a person. And parts of me are like, that's so rude. And the other parts of me are like, she was just a kid. She was a mean bully. And she was very hurtful. And she damaged me as a child in, like, pretty specific ways that I won't ever forget. Like, I know specific events that she, like, really just, she would fuck with me so bad. And she was so mean to me. But she was, like, the only neighborhood kid. She didn't physically bully me. That was good. Anyway, she didn't hit me. But she was so mean. And, like, the only friend in my age group that was on my street. So we all hung out. All the kids hung out together, even though it was not fun. Hence why I started fishing and being alone in the swamp. So maybe it's a good thing she was my first bully. Maybe she sent me on the path to finding nature. Maybe. Anyway, she's probably just... It's hard because she hasn't learned to stop. Let's see. The oldest got beat up. Hold on. I'm helping my bestie teach her nieces. She's fostering. The oldest is a bully and working. It's a work in progress to fix the issue. The oldest got beat up by a girl she bullied, and she's still bullying her. She's still bullying, but her little sister. It's hard because she hasn't learned to stop. Yeah, I don't know how you learn to stop. I feel like you need to have secure friendships, secure relationships. If you're not secure in your relationships, then you need to feel strong and big, you know? Whereas if you feel secure in your relationships, you're free to be soft. Like, you don't have to be a hard person. You can be soft if you have good friends and family. So that sucks. Yeah, I don't love it. I wonder if the girl that I grew up as my bully, if she knows she was a bully, or if she thought that she was just being, like, do you think she has awareness of it? I genuinely don't know. Like, maybe in her opinion it was just kids. We were just all kids. What do you mean? I wasn't being mean. But, like, she would do, like, really fucked up stuff. But, like, her family was kind of weird. Like, I remember her brother almost burned the house down by lighting a couch on fire. So, like, there was obviously other stuff. But she was, like, really horrid to me. And I don't remember her being particularly horrid to my sisters. It was really, like, she was not a nice girl. It's hard because she hasn't learned to stop. Yeah, that is rough. 1, 2, 1. Okay, I think I have one more row left right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where'd you go, baby? Alex? Where'd you go?
I'm sorry?
Where'd you go?
Outside.
Oh. How come?
What?
How come?
I needed to.
Oh. Julia's coming over.
Huh?
Julia is coming over.
Oh, what?
After.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, she's gonna come over and she's gonna bring one or both kids. Eventually. Yeah, I offered to help my bestie get her in therapy. That sucks. I mean, it's good. It just sucks. Kids are hard. Parenting sounds hard. I'm almost done with the pink. I'm on my last row. Or orange, whatever you want to call it. Ugh, and then we can switch, oh no, to another color. My back has been on fire. And she's agreed. She said if that doesn't work, then boot camp or boarding school. Okay. Both of those are scary. Definitely don't send the child to boot camp. We don't need the child going off to war for bad behavior and getting PTSD for bad behavior. Boot camp, I say don't do boot camp. Boarding school, if you mean like one of those wilderness retreats, I also disagree with those. Those wilderness retreats to teach bad kids to be good, aren't they like mostly abusive? And she said she agrees if it doesn't work. Yeah, boot camp, I don't like the idea of taking the direction of the child and changing it to being a military direction. But that's because I don't believe in the military. Or I don't believe in the industrialized military complex. Obviously, militaries in some degree are necessary. I don't think that we should have no protectors, but I also don't think that we need to have full huge groups of people ready to start wars. because her aggression is increasing towards her sister. That's scary for everybody. Probably also scary for her. Imagine having anger that you can't control that will make you physically harm someone. Like having rage that you just can't rein in. I told her that's a last resort. Yeah. All right, so we've made it to the next color choice, and now we have to figure out what that color choice will be. We don't have a lot left of yarn. So that's a little stressful, but you know. Excuse me. What's after pink? Yellow is after pink. Okay. I don't know if I even have enough yellow to do that. It's why I told her I'll help pay for her therapy, and I'll take her every other weekend to talk to her and do crafts with her. That's nice. It's hard, but it's nice. Taking on the responsibility of someone else's kids is a lot. Like the idea of fostering, that's like a huge deal in my head anyway. 1, 1, 2. 1, 1, 2. Okay. So that's that. Now we have both sleeves done up to what? The elbow roughly. And I feel like we're almost at the right width. So it's almost time to stop our increases, but not quite. I think we still need a little bit more increasing. Looks cute though. I hate all these ends that I'm gonna have to weave in, but we'll deal with that when it's time. 2 sleeves, and then body piece number 1 and body piece number 2. We're fairly close. I feel like we're in the final stretch right now. We only have the upper shoulders and then the upper arms, and then we're gonna be done. I'm gonna just check my yarn to see if I have any of the colors I need. What is it, Beelzebub, huh? Baby, where the hell is my husband? And stuff. Okay, I've got that, and then these. Okay, now I have to pee, so I'll be right back. You guys just talk amongst yourselves, and I'll be back shortly. have returned. I'm here. Don't panic, everybody. Nothing's a scissors. Alright, let's see what colors we do. That we have hot pink, barely any yellow, very little yellow, and we have a reasonable amount of teal. Not a lot of them, though. A lot of teal. Oh, excuse me. How is it 24 degrees? It's hot in here. I turned the heat... I turned the AC down earlier because it was so cold this morning. Huh? Yeah. Okay, let me get scissors and then we can pick the colors. Can you grab that ball that just fell? Yeah? Well, you're like a soccer player. Oh, the music. Thank you, Louisa. Baby. Where the hell is my husband? I already forgot what I was going to do. I was going to turn the AC temperature back to something more comfortable. Where the hell is my husband? Right, Tobe? You fill it up here. Okay.
What's all those boxes, by the way? I guess we'll find them later.
I just didn't break them.
Yeah. We'll know later.
I just didn't break them apart. That's all.
No, not those ones.
The other ones.
Yeah.
It's because it's a decoration item that we don't need right now, but we're gonna need it.
Okay.
Felt like being in a club, lol. Sorry about that, Louisa. That was not my intention. Wasn't trying to make you feel like a clubber. I was trying to make you feel like just a cozy hang with your buds. Cozy hang with your best girls. We're not a club here. Well, I mean, we are a club. A welcoming club. Okay, so now there are 4 pieces of fabric. All of this yarn needs to get divided by 4. So that's good, because these are already divided by 4. So I can put 2 of them aside, and then 2 of them will be for using right now. So, no. Okay, so we divide all 4. Divide all of them into 4. Words are hard. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And now we have 3 balls of purple and 1 ball of bright pink. We don't have any bright pink in this sweater yet, but I think we might need to, because I don't think we have enough yarn to complete the project. Personally. More like a spa vibe. Oh, it wasn't bad. A club spa. A med spa. So we are going to use the teal. That's great. But first we have to do 2 rows of yellow on these. So let's do the yellow rows first. And then we can move in to our whatever color we decide on next. I don't know what it's going to be. I think it's going to have to be teal, though, because I don't think we have enough of any other color right now. You know what I mean. Okay. And now, yellow. Just a little bit of that. A little bit of this. A little bit of that. Rotate that thing. I want to touch that thing. Galactic Spa. Kiss. Did you say kiss? I didn't hear you. I missed it. I missed your kiss. Okay, we have 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1 and 2. chain 1. Oh, my back is like struggling. Maybe we will take the babies to pick fruit today. Pick mulberries or service berries or something. A galactic spa. Hello, welcome back. Nice to see you. I don't know where you plan on sitting though. Not really a lot of room here right now for you. Where are you gonna go? No, this is my stuff. No, hold on. Let me just move this stuff so you can sit. Give me this one too. There. There you go. What? Better. Okay. Just hold on a moment. Jeez Louise. I think this is going to be the last 2 stripes of yellow on, I think this is going to be the last of the yellow after I do these 2 stripes. Pretty sure. What is it, Beelzebub? What do you need, baby? I don't have anything for you. You can come here if you want to hang out. Well, I don't want you to gossip about me. Well, don't you tell me what to do. Who are you talking to like that? Huh? What does that mean? Are you so tough until you say something? And then you hide behind Beelzebub, huh? You so tough and strong? Gary, he has a lot to say, and then when you look at him, he like hides his head behind Beelzebub, like, that was her, it wasn't me. Enjoy your soup.
Thanks.
And your croissant.
Thanks.
Oh, that soup does smell good. 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 1, 2. Beautiful. Now we just need to make it across one more time, and then we will have all of the yellow used up, I think. Maybe we have more room. Maybe we could do 3 rows. Or do we just hold on to it till later? You smell the soup too? Does it smell soupy? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Making soup. Alex making soup, me making dinner. Yes, he's a little late for soup. I actually have to go into his office and taste it because I can smell it and it smells so good. And I need to get a mouthful before he eats the whole thing. So just a moment. Please hold. Baby! Where the hell is my husband? Like fall or like winter. It's like spicy chicken noodle soup. Oh, whoa. I was trying to fall into my seat. I love fried onions. Oh god, I love fried onions. I can eat fried onions as a dish. Like, what's for dinner? If you make me fried onions and fried mushrooms, when I say fried though, I don't want them crispy fried. Don't get me wrong, crispy fried is still good too, but I mean like slow fried, you know? Or even roasted in the oven, if you like roast them and then spin them around and then put them back in the oven and then spin them around. But with some butter and a little bit of salt, just caramelizing those onions right down. Or do you mean fried onions, like in grease fried crispy onions? Both are good. They just, but bro, gosh. I love an onion when it's just absolutely caramelized. Delicious. Is it good for you? Is eating delicious caramelized onions good for you? You know how they say like garlic? Where are you going? Whoa! Almost got you. How about you, Toby? You want to come sit with us? You want to come up here and sit with us? What do you think? Come here, Boogaroo. Good boy. Come here. Come here. Oh, he's so small. Oh, he's so small and helpless. It's so hard to be small. There. Sit. Lie down. Good boy. Much better. Yes, both. Caramelized. Yes, I like them caramelized. With carrots and mushrooms. Carrots, mushrooms, and onions. Separately caramelized and then put together. Like, God, well done mushrooms. Onion soup. Honestly, if you made onion soup, that wasn't my phone. Was it? No, it wasn't. If you make French onion soup and then you cook a whole bunch of mushrooms in a separate pan and then add those cooked mushrooms into the soup, that would be really good. And then dunking a crusty piece of bread. That's a yes for me. Lie down. Hi, baby. So good. He's so good. He's so small. Can I kiss you? Just come here. Can I just give you... Can I just sneak over here just to give you a little bit of a kisses? Mwah. That's a good boy. Mwah. That's a good boy. Mwah. Oh, so cute. No, no, go back there. Back up. That's a good boy. Lie down. Lie down. Lie down. Lie down. Toby, lie down. Lie down. Lie down. He can't think very much. It hurts to think when you're this small. Please hold. Hi. Are you a good boy? He closes his eyes so that he can't see. Are you a good boy? Oh, this little puppy dog kiss. Mwah. This little puppy dog. Mwah. Good boy. Lie down. Go lie down. We're still working on lie down. Lie down's his hardest one. Lie down. Lie down. Toby, lie down. How does closing your eyes help? Lie down, Toby, lie down. Toby, lie down. Lie down. Lie down, Toby. Toby, lie down. Hi, did you realize you're not actually in trouble? It's very hard to know. It's hard to know if you're in trouble or not when you're so small. Maybe you're in trouble. Go lie down. Go on. Go lie down. I can't. There's nowhere for me to lie down, Mummy. You can lie down right where you are. Look. Right here. See? Look. Little dog bed, little this, little that. There. No problem. See, you've got lots of room. Lots of spots. Lots of spots. Oh, he's just a small guy. He's just a little small guy. He's just so small. Okay, lie down. Go on. No, lie down. Go. Go. Go on. Go away. Lie down. Thank you. Lie down. Good boy. That's a good boy. No, lie down. There's a good boy. That's the goodest boy. Hey there, Raven. Good morning. He's so cute. I know. He is. He really is. He's my littlest prince. Can I have your shaking hand? Oh, thanks. Oh, don't lie down. It's very hard when you're asked. Lie down. Lie down. That's a good boy. That's a good smart boy. The smartest. He's so smart. Oh, he's a small boy, but he's a smart small boy, isn't he? Does that feel good on your eyeball? You like a good eye itch, don't ya? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, shake. That's my boy! He's so smart. Okay. I'm so sorry. There is only that way. That's the only voice that I can speak to him in. Cause he's such a good boy. So smart. Look at his snaggly teeth. He's just a baby. He's just a baby with snaggle tooths. He's just so small. I can't help myself. Yeah, you're just so cute looking. Even with these snaggly wagglers. Look, doesn't he look so friendly? With that tooth like that? Oh yeah. Rub those eyes, Bubba. Delicious. Anyway, how you doing, Raven? By the way, friends, don't forget to click the thumbs up button. If you have not yet done that, why I oughta. You better. Right, Tobe? Can I give you a kiss? Thank you. So loving, isn't he? Doesn't he love kids? Wow. Good boy, Toby. So small. Nope, lie down. There's a good boy. That's my goodest good boy. Yes, you are. Anyway. I can't help myself because he's the coolest thing in the world. Have you ever met a cuter, smaller, uglier Chihuahua? I have. Your older brother. You never knew him. His name was Thunder. His name was Thunder. Good boy. Hey, I'm decent. How's things in Lauraland? Things are okay. Things are okay. Things are good in terms of what? Things are good in terms of, oh, my health. I am taking care of myself like a big grown-up girl. I went and had blood work done. I had an internal ultrasound done. I had an x-ray done. And I got a massage. So now I'm taking care of my tailbone. Hopefully, the doctor is checking. The ultrasound was to check if my IUD was poking my spine, which, like, probably not. That feels like I would notice. So I don't think it's that, but that's what the ultrasound was for. The x-ray was to check if there's any breaks in my tailbone, and the blood work was to see if there are any inflammatory markers that could make it seem as though I have arthritis in my spine, which would be so super cool to find out about. Wouldn't that be so super cool? Oh, you just are in pain now. That's just how it is. Your life is just one of pain. 1, 2, 1. So I feel like I am glad that I'm doing those things, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't really want to be. I don't really want to be taking care, but I'm glad I am. So that's good. I feel good about taking care of my health, at least trying to. This tailbone pain has been pretty debilitating. It makes it very difficult for me to sit for any amount of time without every time I get up. Like, if I live during the morning for 3 hours, I can't be sitting for more than 20 minutes at a time for the rest of the day because it hurts. Yeah, I think poking the spine would be pretty evident. That's what I said. I was like, I'm pretty sure if the IUD was in the wrong spot, it would be like constant pain, not only if I'm sitting for any period of time. And she said, well, you have an IUD. We have to check that it's in the right spot because your tailbone, your spine, your uterus, all that stuff is near each other. And if your IUD is in the wrong spot and it's poking something, that something could be radiating pain, and that's what you're feeling. And I was like, no, pretty sure. No, that's not it. But they still had to check. And you know what's good? The internal ultrasound, it's going to tell them that my IUD looks good. Also, she checked on my polycystic ovarian syndrome while we were there, and she checked on my uterus and my ovaries in general. So there's pictures of all kinds of stuff to look at. I asked her if there were still, I said, I know you can't talk about any diagnosis. Can you see many cysts there? And she said, yes. And I said, are there a lot of them? And she said, yes. And I said, isn't it true that there's only a couple at a time normally? And she looked at me and went, yes. And I said, so you're saying there's a multiple number? And we had a giggle because she knows she can't tell me what's on the ultrasound. I just wanted to, I wanted to be like, is polycystic ovarian syndrome still in there? I don't know. I don't know how to tell. I've never tried to get pregnant intentionally, so I don't know how to tell, other than the ways that I know that I have it. And basically she just confirmed those cysts are still poly. We're still dealing with that, so that's super. I wonder if that means that I could have a litter of children. If I have polycystic ovarian syndrome, could I have 5 eggs release? No, not really. However, I have 2 ovaries, I have a uterus, and there is an IUD in the uterus, and there's lots of cysts on the ovaries. So I know all these things about myself because I took care of myself and went to the doctor. So go to the doctor. You go to the doctor, you may have some good news. And I like getting my blood work done pretty regularly now because I like to. My uncle and my grandfather both had open heart surgery and needed quadruple bypass surgery because of genetics. So I have awareness that regardless of how I look on the outside, the inside could be just riddled with cholesterol. So I just like to know, how's my blood pressure? How's my cholesterol? How's my all this stuff, you know? It's polyendocrine metabolic ovarian syndrome now. Oh, good. So at least the medical establishment is recognizing that it's like a fucking whole thing. Polyendocrine metabolic ovarian syndrome. I like that better. The word cyst, we don't need that. Like cystic fibrosis, why you gotta make it sound so yucky? It's already killing kids. Can't you make it sound like not gucky? Cystic fibrosis, doesn't that just sound as gross as what it is? Oh, it's just like fluid building up in your lungs. That sounds gross, but couldn't we call it like something not cyst? Can we take out the cyst? I don't need that to be in any of my words. Polycystic. Ugh. Whereas polyendocrine metabolic ovarian syndrome, no cysts detected. Or whatever. Anyway, that stuff's good. Also, what's good is I found out, well, it's actually bad, but it's good and bad. I found out that if I wear compression socks that cover my knees stop being big. So it's not my knee bone that's big, it's swelling around my knees. So that's fun. My doctor thinks that there is some autoimmune thing happening, and that's why she wanted to check my blood for inflammatory markers to find out if I have arthritis in my spine. That sounds like fun. I think I'd rather have her be like, oh, there's just a crack. It just needs to heal, and then you won't be in pain anymore. Your back hurts because you got an injury. You'll be better soon. That's what I want to hear. Also, if anybody has a moment to spare where you're not currently looking at the screen, if you have a second where you could, it would be really good for your mental health to come take a look at the screen right now, because the canine that I keep with me is currently asleep on the table beside me, and it makes me feel all kinds of ways when I get to see him fall asleep, when I'm talking and when I'm doing something right next to him, because you know when a dog will do that, when they'll fall asleep next to you, when they feel safe. On a table, he's up high, which means he's already not safe. One, two. And then on top of that, he is next to me doing a physical work job. And he's just chillaxing. He's just the sweetest dog. You're just the sweetest boy in the whole world. You're the sweetest boy in the whole world because Thunder is dead. You're the sweetest boy alive because Thunder is dead. He was the sweetest dog alive, but I still love him very, very much. Look at him. Tell me that's just not a stressed out animal right now. Like for a Chihuahua, when people are like, Chihuahuas are so yappy and they're so stressed and they're so shaky all the time. Not in their home. Look at this. I could do this. I could do this. I could do this. You're gentle and sweet. Mwah. Okay, how about, can I have a shake? Every time? You are an angel. Do you know you're an angel? Can I kiss you? Can't do it. Alright, I love you guys. I hope you had fun today. I had fun today. It feels like it's a short stream, but it's actually not. We've been here for 3 hours. I will see you on Wednesday. I do not have a tutorial coming out tomorrow because I am working towards getting over the burnout that I clearly experienced over the last couple of months, and I am almost over it. I can tell because I was feeling inspired this weekend to make a little itchy foot. Is that better? My baby. My littlest baby, I love you so much. Anyway, I love you guys, and I hope you had a good time. If you did, don't forget to click the thumbs up button. If you didn't, I don't know what you should do. Maybe you should click the thumbs down button. At least then there will be interactions on the channel. Oh, sorry, buddy, I landed on your foot there. So, you know what? You do you, baby boo. I'm gonna be here on Wednesday, like I am every Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 9 a.m. till 12 p.m. So come back if you want to hang out, if you want to see Peekaboo and Mr. Toblerone and the Birdie Birds and everyone. Huh? And everyone. Oh, God. I love ya. Okay, I'll see you next time, okay? Have a good rest of your day. Stay hydrated. Look, he's like, where are we going? What's happening? Okay, I'll see you next time.